What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. It's the 18th day of January, and here we are sitting at about $0.00826 with 6 hours and 46 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. Okay, here we are, just below the threshold that we're trying to stay above, the 382, which is at 0.00838. We are just below there now. And I've expressed my opinions on what it means to close below this level, what it means to keep closing above it. As long as we're closing above it, we're bullish. If we close below it, we likely will go down to this area here at 00731 or lower, potentially as low as 00587, something in this area here. It is completely possible and acceptable to do that, right? We still are, after all, in this consolidation phase here. If we were to move down to the bottom ends of this range over the coming days, over the coming week, and then move up, I mean, we've been through worse. We've certainly been through worse, and we haven't broken out yet. I am a bit surprised. Because typically, whenever you're in a move as robust as something like this here, when you hit the 382, you find support, and you did. You found immaculate support. You had a really good day. We just found resistance at the 236, which that's not ideal. And here we are back at the 382. Right now, the statistical probability of going to the 0.5 or the golden ratio zone is actually, I would say, higher than it was whenever we were down at these levels here. It's actually a higher probability. We have 6 hours, 44 minutes left in the day. Let's see if we can come back up above this level by the end of the day, if we can provide a positive reaction here. I don't like our chances at the moment, but let's look at the indicators and see if there's anything that helps vindicate and validate that we are moving higher. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame here. So looking at this here, the 1 hour is somewhat neutral and choppy. I don't know if we're going to get a whole lot off of this. 1 hour RSI looks bearish, the stochastics look bearish, and the MACD looks bearish, all implying that we'll go down. That's what they're all implying. I'm not really seeing anything that suggests otherwise. The fact that we're down here, this is 1, 2, 3 attempts, right? And here on the first attempt, you had decent support. Here, you had an even better reaction. Here, this is a weak reaction, and you're grinding out this area. I think we're going to break through. Now, does a breakthrough, the 1 hour time frame is calling for lower prices, and it makes sense that we break through here. But does that mean that we go below these lows? Does that mean that we don't come back up by the end of the day? We have about 7 hours left in this day. We could come down over the next 3 hours, then over the next 4 hours, pump back up and be above 00838 by the end of the day. It's hard to say. But at the moment, I'm not optimistic. I would think that we do persist lower by the end of today. Hopefully, we get some bullish divergence that sends us up by the end of the day, but we'll see. We have had in the past, right here, whenever we needed to close above this same exact level, on the very last 4 hour candle of that day, that's whenever we actually made that move. So it could happen here as well. Looking at the 4 hour RSI, we are a bit bearish. I mean, overall, you've got a very bullish look to you, right? Higher lows here, finding support there. You look like you're keeping up with this, but again, you could come down a little bit. The bearishness that I'm seeing here is not calling for anything crazy. It's calling for just a little move down. If anything, I mean, maybe we move up, but I am a bit sad and disappointed that we didn't get this secondary reading in the overbought zone. It's really not common to just have this be like a standalone kind of thing, and it's not just like a up and then down standalone like that. There were drives here, but it's not the aftermath. What I was expecting. It's been too long without getting into the overbought zone. I certainly wasn't expecting this, and that the fact that normally whenever you get up this high, you do see these kind of secondary and tertiary, maybe even more after that, attempts into the overbought zone, and we haven't seen it here. Maybe that in itself is a bearish signal. I mean, we are in an overall overlying uptrend, but at the moment we kind of are in a downtrend, lower lows and lower highs. As long as this holds, I'm not really worried about OnyxCoin going too much lower. But if we close below 00838, I'll start to get worried. If this breaks to the downside, I'll start to get worried too. That'll be the confirmation we need. But there's some good things going on here, and the 4 hour RSI, for what it's worth, overall does look productive. The stochastics are reset. They're oversold. They look good here as well for a bounce. The MACD doesn't really look that good. There's a lot of red. We haven't really done too much with it. I mean, we do have lower lows in the oscillators, right? The oscillators have come down. We've got lower lows, and we have higher lows in the price. It's hidden bullish divergence. I feel like the 4-hour time frame is more bullish than it is bearish, but we are in a bearish situation right here, my friends. And we need to show up. We don't need to show up right now, but soon. We can afford to go down a little bit, but we don't want to slip too much. I'd rather us not go below this low. I think with every inch down that we go, it's just going to be that much harder to get back up above 00838 by the end of the day. But hopefully I'm misreading the 1-hour time frame. I mean, to be fair, I could be misreading the 1-hour time frame because it's so choppy and sideways. These indicators are not probably that reliable. But just using the price action, because the indicators aren't reliable, using the price action, to me, it would make a lot of sense to go just below this level. But might we see some type of a fake out? I mean, you've seen it here, right? We went down here and then we had a very fast reaction up. Could we do something like that and then by the end of the day be back up above the areas that we need to be? I think it's possible. Daily time frame, looking at this here. Again, we're in this consolidation phase. Nothing new has really changed here. We could be finding support at these prior areas of support here and here. Or if not, we will likely find support at the next level down, which will be these areas of resistance here to probably the closing high of resistance here, somewhere in this zone. Which, that's no fun. Nobody wants to buy and hold something that's going to drop 12% to 27%. Nobody wants to hold that. But at the end of the day, it's really not going to be that long lived, and it's really not that far down compared to the amount of upside that we have, right? Unfortunately, if we go lower, that will diminish the effects of our upside potential. Right now, I would say that we have a strong chance of going above 2 cents and even potentially upwards to 3 cents. If we were to come down here, you know, we're probably not as likely to get too far above 2 cents, maybe 2.4 cents, but the 3 cent target goes out the window. But still, we would expect to go up higher somewhere. You know, if we break above this high, we're officially getting higher highs throughout this whole range. I think it's obvious that we've broken out of it already, and from here we will form a higher low, if not already. But likely the next target area would be probably somewhere around here. Somewhere here at the base to this area at the high, you know, something around 2 cents, 1.9 cents to 2.7 cents, something in that area, will likely be the next target area. Our chances of seeing the upper ends of this area are better here than they will be here. That's all I'm trying to say at the end here. I don't really have anything else that I want to say, though. The RSI is perfect. It looks great. Again, typically, you don't get this deep in the RSI and it's just a one-off event. That doesn't typically happen. So I do expect more readings into the overbought zone. At least a lower high with a higher high to give us some bearish divergence or something. Stochastics are at a perfect area to bounce, and the MACD is also at a perfect area to bounce. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I'm being dramatic. Hopefully, over the next 24 hours, or actually over the next 6 hours and 40 minutes, we do move up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. And there is the situation, there's a possibility, but I haven't addressed it because I just don't think it's likely. But it can happen. Weird things happen all the time. We could close below this line, and then the next day we move up, you know, or close like 2 days below this line. We even get a lower low, but we don't go all the way down to the 0.5. We get like a fake out, and then we come up. Weird things can happen. And we kind of, to be completely fair, we kind of are in a weird environment right now with OnyxCoin. So we'll see. Just in a wait and see environment. I'm still bullish until we close below 00838. If we close below here on any given day, I don't care what my gut's telling me. I don't care what my hopes are telling me. De facto, default bearish to this level at a minimum, if not this level. And technically the statistical probability would be here at this level here. Okay. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Again, I'm bullish now. I'm still bullish. We're still calling for the upside. We're not calling for lower lows. But if today were to close here or lower, we're going to be calling for lower lows. We're going to be calling for support at these points of resistance back here. Okay? I hope it's very clear. Take care. Bye-bye. See you later. And I keep doing this, man. One last thing. We are not in a selling environment. If you bought down here, if this is your first bit of OnyxCoin, maybe you just wanted to put some money in here and you're like, if it pumps, I'll take some profits. Okay, I get it. Yeah, take your profits. Do your thing. Good job. You did the thing. But I'm not in an environment where I bought OnyxCoin here where I bought OnyxCoin here, where I bought some here, where I bought some, I mean, I probably bought more throughout this range at various places as well, probably like here as well, where I bought some all the way back here. I'm not at this point now where I'm going to take my stack, sell it to catch this low, and then buy back. That's not the environment that we're in right now for OnyxCoin. We're in a buy only environment. And if you're like, buy only, didn't you just say this thing could drop 12 to 28%? What do you mean buy only? Yes, we're in buy only. That means I'm not selling here. If it drops 12 to 28%, I'm going to only buy. Buy only. If it doesn't, if it breaks out and we go higher, I mean, there is such a thing as breakout trading, where you trade on a breakout. Might be a buy-only environment there. It might be appropriate to FOMO there because of what comes afterwards. You didn't buy at the most ideal point, but you bought at a quote-unquote safer point. Right here, right now, it's not safe because we're unsure of what we're going to do next. It's a little bit unsafe. If you bought here and we moved up, okay, it's a smart move, but you don't know if we're going to do that. I don't know if we're going to do that, right? If we do move up here, though, while you are at a higher price, it is a safer bet that we're probably going to continue this move higher. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's just really no way to do this wrong if you're patient. You know, if you want to buy here, fine. DCA, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't let me stop you. But if today closes here or lower, there's a strong chance that we do go down. Just because there's a strong chance that we go down doesn't mean that we will go down, and we can still break out at any moment. But we're not in a selling environment. We're in a buying only environment. I hope that's clear. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, all right? Bye-bye.